Good morning, students. So let's start with today's biology class. In the previous session we have started with kingdom fungi, in which we have studied about the four major groups of kingdom fungi. And as you know that kingdom fungi shows heterotrophic mode of nutrition, and in heterotrophic mode we have studied about saprophytic and parasitic mode of nutrition. One more important association or the type of nutrition shown by fungus is symbiotic association. In the starting of the topic I have told you that we will study two symbiotic associations in kingdom fungi, that is lichen and mycorrhiza. So let's start with lichen first. Lichens is a permanent association of fungus and an alga. Means symbiotic association is such an association in which two organisms, they stay together, help each other and live together. Okay, so in this case the two organisms that stay together, live together are fungus and alga. Fungus part of the lichen is called mycobiont and algal part of the lichen is called phycobiont. Clear? Fungus part is called mycobiont, algal part is called phycobiont. The fungus part can include either Ascomycetes or Basidiomycetes, and algal part includes cyanobacteria, basically blue-green algae that we have already studied in kingdom Protista. These are photosynthetic algae. Why they are included, only these two groups or this kind of algae is included? When we will study the structure in detail, when we will find the relationship between the two, means how do they help each other, then you will be more clear. Habitat, if you will see that they are generally found in the hospitable conditions, like in the barren rocks, means जो खाली rocks होती हैं, window panes, walls, tree barks. So they just grow like in such areas which are barren, जहाँ पे और कोई plant वगैरह कोई और organism grow नहीं करता है. In that area they grow because you know blue green algae, they have photosynthetic mode of nutrition and they can grow in the conditions when that were primitive on earth. Mostly they grow in the moist conditions. So the moist conditions is one of the major requirement for the growth of lichens. But one important point is they do not grow in presence of air pollution. The area where the air pollution is high, the lichen will not grow in that area. So let's now see the structure and the relationship between fungus and alga in the form of lichens. So let's see the structure of lichens. There are different structures of lichens. Here I am showing you the two types. In this you can see they are looking like a thallus. Thallus क्या होता है? Means जैसे एक leaf like structure. जैसे आप कभी देखते हैं ना कि barren rocks होते हैं, जो खाली areas जहाँ पे कोई vegetation वगैरह नहीं होती है, तो उस place पे आपको एक green color की वहाँ पे layer सी दिखाई देती है. ठीक है? That is actually what lichens. So they looks like a leaf like structure. और दे कैन ऑल्सो बी लाइक द प्लांट रूट्स. जैसे प्लांट की रूट्स होती हैं उस तरह का स्ट्रक्चर भी हो सकता है. जैसे यहाँ पे आपको मैंने दिखाया है, दीज रूट्स आर एक्चुअली व्हाट फंगल हाइफे, और इनके बीच बीच में क्या होते हैं? एल्गी. ओके, सो इफ वी विल सी द रिलेशनशिप व्हाई दे आर स्टेइंग टुगेदर, बिकॉज दे परफॉर्म इंपॉर्टेंट फंक्शंस. फंगस, व्हाट फंक्शन विल बी परफॉर्म बाय फंगस इन अ लाइकन? दैट फंगस विल मेक द बॉडी स्ट्रक्चर. मीन्स जो पूरा लाइकन का बॉडी है वो किससे फॉर्म हो रहा है? फंगस से. एब्जॉर्प्शन में हेल्प करेगा, बिकॉज यू नो आई हैव शोन हेयर द रूट्स विच इज फॉर्म्ड बाय फंगल हाइफी, और दे विल ऑल्सो वर्क लाइक रूट्स बिकॉज दे हेल्प द लाइकन्स टू एब्जॉर्ब वाटर एंड मिनरल्स फ्रॉम द ग्राउंड. एंड थर्ड वन इज एनकोरिंग. एनकोरिंग जैसे रूट्स जो होती हैं वो एनकोरिंग में हेल्प करती हैं ना, मीन्स उसको सबस्ट्रेटम के साथ अटैच रखने में हेल्प करती हैं प्लांट को. उसी तरह से जो लाइकन्स हैं वो फंगस की ब्रांचेस की वजह से, हाइफे की वजह से अपने आप को सबस्ट्रेटम के साथ अटैच रखते हैं. सो दीज आर द फंक्शंस ऑफ फंगस परफॉर्म बाय फंगस इन अ लाइकन. Alga, you know that they are blue green algae, so they are photosynthetic in nature. They help to prepare food for both of them. तो जो fungus है वो body structure और absorption और protection provide करेगा, और in return the alga will help the fungus to provide food by performing photosynthesis. Now let's see the economic importance. Ki why the lichens, what is the economic importance of lichens? So lichens, they are early colonizers. Early colonizers means, as I told you, they grow on the barren rocks, जहाँ पे कोई भी vegetation, कोई भी प्लांट्स वगैरह नहीं होते. तो सबसे पहले जो बैरन एरियाज़ होते हैं वहाँ पे अगर वेजिटेशन आती है नेचुरली, तो उसमें सबसे पहले जो ऑर्गेनिजम्स ग्रो होते हैं वो क्या होते हैं? लाइकन्स. ठीक है. तो जैसे आपने जो ग्रीन कलर की लेयर देखी होगी, जो बिल्कुल फ्री एरियाज़ होते हैं वहाँ पे. ठीक है. समटाइम्स इट कैन बी यूज इन मेकिंग सम मेडिसिन्स और परफ्यूम्स ऑल्सो, and it also act as an air pollution indicator. As I told you, lichens they do not grow in presence of air pollution. तो अगर किसी एरिया में lichens ज़्यादा grow हो रहे हैं, तो it means that the air pollution level in that area is less. So they also act as air pollution indicators. So this is all about lichens. Let's see the next symbiotic association, that is mycorrhiza. So next symbiotic relationship in fungi is mycorrhiza. So mycorrhiza is association of a fungus with the root of higher plants like pinus. Okay. So here you can see I have shown a mycorrhizal association of fungi with the pinus. This is the roots of the pinus in which the mycorrhizal association is also there. And if you will see the relationship, means how they help each other, how they show symbiotic relationship. Fungus will help in the absorption of more and more nutrients. As you know, the plants itself has themselves has the roots for absorption of water and minerals from the soil, but fungus will help to spread the roots to increase the surface area because of its fungal hyphae, to absorb more and more nutrients from the soil and help the plants to get more absorption, more nutrients from the soil and water as well. And in return, the plants will provide shelter and food to the fungi, because the fungi will reside, live inside the roots of the plants, and food with the help of photosynthesis. So this is the mycorrhizal symbiotic association of fungi with plants.
The lichens. Lichens are living organisms, the result of a symbiosis between fungi and algae or cyanobacteria. They can be found in trees, on the ground, on rocks and on rooftops. Unlike plants, lichens do not have roots, and they directly absorb all the substances in the atmosphere. Neither do they have any structures that protect them against harmful particles in the atmosphere, so they can be affected by all sorts of pollutants. This sensitivity to changes in the atmosphere and their constant exposure means that lichens react to very low doses of some pollutants, which has turned them into small, economic, and highly reliable environmental bioindicators. In zones where the quality of the air is good, there will be a wide variety of lichens. However, in cities and industrial areas, they are rarely found. Lichens also maintain their metabolic activity throughout the year, and their morphology does not change. So monitoring them in a particular place over a long period of time can be very useful.
Many different species live in the forest, some closer than others. Fungi usually grow close to certain plants. This can only be explained by taking a look under the earth. This is where the fungus, in the form of a huge network of threads called the mycelia, runs through the earth and connects with the root system of neighboring plants, in this case, a beech tree. Innumerable threads create a dense network around the tree's outermost fine roots. Through the widely branched mycelium, the fungi can very efficiently absorb water and minerals, including phosphorus and nitrogen, and through the individual threads, transport them straight into the tree roots. From there, the water and minerals are transported into the leaves. In the cells of the leaves, photosynthesis takes place, creating dextrose from water, carbon dioxide, and the sun's energy. So much dextrose is produced that it's more than enough for the whole beech tree. What is left over, which can be up to a third, is transported underground. For fungi, this process is essential for survival, as they themselves cannot produce any dextrose. This form of symbiosis is called